Hi guys, this is Mrs. McDermott. I just had a meeting with the rest of the creative writing class, and I meant to videotape it so that I could show it to you since you couldn't be here today, but I completely forgot. So I'm going to do a really short video and run over what we talked about, and then I'm just going to leave it to you to ask any other questions that you have about the class at the end. So the first thing that we talked about was the course syllabus, which I have right here. It is posted on Edmodo already, so you can go ahead and read through it yourself. Basically, what you need to know is that all of my contact information is on here. I'm at the Virtual Academy Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can call me here. You can make an appointment to Skype with me anytime. You can email me either through E2020 Edmodo, or my Home of the Shamrocks email is the one that I will probably normally use with you. Edmodo is our main classroom for this course, so communication is there all of the time. There's absolutely nothing on E2020. All of your grades, everything will be on Edmodo, and you'll be able to see all of that. So if you don't have my Skype ID, it is Mrs. McD, all lowercase. And don't forget the 2 periods, so go ahead and add me on there and we can have a chat anytime. The rest of the syllabus just talks about what the course is going to look like. It is an elective. It is a half of a credit because it's 1 semester. And basically what you're going to be doing is choosing 2 pieces to work on, 2 long pieces, in 2 different genres. So 3rd marking period, we're going to be spending working on your first piece, and 4th marking period will be spent working on your second. And basically what we're going to do is just write and edit and write and edit and write and edit until they are in publishable shape. And basically my goal is to help you to self-publish if you choose to. You don't have to, but I want it to be an option for you. It's going to be a great thing to have on your resume and on college applications. And what I'd also like to do is get a copy of your book, because we're going to combine the 2 works into a book. And I want to get them bound for you, either in hard copy or soft copy. So right now I'm working with a publishing company on that, and talking to some people about raising money to be able to do that. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. You'll be writing basically a minimum of 3 pages per week. Most of you will write more than that, and that's perfectly fine. And what I'm going to have you do is peer review each other's work. And basically I'm going to have you peer review each other's work first, and then I will also review it. And basically what that's going to do is take some time off of me, because one person will have already looked at it. On Edmodo also, you will see a peer review writing sheet. I get that this is backwards right now, but basically all you have to do is grab this sheet off of Edmodo and fill it out. And you're just going to go through and edit and make comments on each other's papers, just like I do on your papers for language arts. And then I want you to do 3 suggestions that are just great about the story, strengths, and then 3 constructive criticisms of how they could make the story better, or suggest maybe where they could go from here. We will not be saying anything mean or rude. That will not be tolerated. You will lose points, but I'm not worried about anybody doing that. So the peer review sheet is what you're going to use. We won't peer review every week, maybe every other week or so. I'll ask you to look at somebody's paper. I will usually assign who's going to read and review whose papers. If for some reason you're uncomfortable with somebody in the course looking at your paper, please direct message me on Edmodo and let me know that. There's only 7 of us in the class. It's going to be kind of a tight family, so I'm not worried at all about anybody, having a problem with anybody. So you get to pick 2 genres that you're going to write in. They can't be the same. So let's say one genre that you write will be fiction and one will be historical fiction, or one will be memoir, nonfiction about your own life, and one can be science fiction or something like that. So you'll choose 2, and we'll work on 1/3 marking period and 1/4 marking period. You'll see on the syllabus that I have a tentative schedule that is subject to change. If it does change, I'll make sure that I upload that to you on Edmodo. What else did we talk about? You have to check your email and Edmodo regularly because this whole class is on Edmodo. All of your grades will be on Edmodo. Basically how it works is that everybody's going to start with 50 points each week, and the only way you can lose points is by not doing what I ask. So if I ask that 3 pages are due a certain day, if you turn in a day late, then it'll be minus 10 points. Or if I ask you to peer review and you do it 2 days late, it'll be minus 20 points. So that's the only way that you can lose points. This class is, I don't want to say it's an easy A, but it is just a matter of doing what I ask you to do. So as long as you do that, you'll be all set. I ask that you have a USB drive. It's just a little disc about this big, and they're like $5 to $10 tops, because I want you to save all of your work on Edmodo, but also on the USB drive. I don't want you to lose anything. That would be awful. It's really important that you keep up with your core classes because this is an elective and your core classes come first. And believe me, Mrs. Stout will get on me if you are getting behind in your core classes. And that might mean that I have to ask you to take a break from creative writing, which will affect your grade. So please, please, please keep up to date in your core classes. At the end of the syllabus, you will see the grading scale. It's just what I explained, basically 50 points a week that you start with. As long as you do everything that I ask, you'll get those 50 points without a problem. What else? We talked a lot about publishing and getting the books bound. We're working on raising money for that, and I'm really excited about that, for you to have a book in your hand that you wrote. You don't have to publish, but it's going to be an option. And let's see what else we talked about. You'll see on the syllabus on the, I don't know what page it is, second to last page at the bottom, the generally accepted fonts for publishable work are Bookman, Palatino, Linotype, Georgia, or Godey Old Style. So I'm asking that you use one of those formats. If you look at them, you'll see that most books are written in those formats. So choose one. And 12-point font, double spaced with 1-inch margins, as usual. Your first assignment is to sign and date the syllabus and also have your parents sign and date it. If you can bring, this is due Friday, this Friday, if you can bring it in to me and show me, that's great. If not, snap a picture with your phone or with a camera and upload it to me on Edmodo so I can see that you had your parents sign it. And basically, we had a really long meeting and there were a lot of questions, but those are the basic things that I wanted to go over. So I want you to just read the syllabus in detail. Everything's going to be on Edmodo. Everything's going to be very clear as to what you have to do. Your grade in this class is pretty much solely on doing what I ask you to do and not whether, your work is good or bad or not or anything. So what I want you to do is focus on this Friday getting the syllabus signed, and I need you to also this Friday write me a short topic proposal, just a paragraph, kind of letting me know what you'd like to do for your first piece. So what genre are you going to do? Fiction, science fiction? What do you think you're going to do for your first piece? Generally, what's the story going to be about? Just a paragraph. It doesn't have to have a lot of detail. I just need to know what you're thinking, because if you look at the syllabus at the back, your first 3 pages are due on Monday. And that's just because we have to haul. We really, really do. This semester is going to go by fast, but this is going to be awesome. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to have the chance to publish. And the other thing you'll see in the syllabus is that we're going to have a night here at the VA. We'll choose the date together that we can all come, and we're going to do a reading. And you can invite friends and family if you want, but you're not going to read the whole story. You're just going to choose one part of one of your stories to read. Say you do want to publish, maybe you want to read a really suspenseful part that's going to get people interested in your story. Maybe you want to read the first few pages. It's up to you, but that is a requirement, and it is a grade that you are able to do that. So if for some reason you can't, you need to talk to me about that, and we'll figure out a way for you to do that, because that is a requirement of the course. So for you guys that weren't here today, please read the syllabus in detail. Take a look at the site on Edmodo, and I'm going to be posting actually a sample of something that I wrote in a memoir class, along with some comments that my professor wrote on it, and it's just something short, but it's an example. And I'm also going to put an example of something that one of my middle schoolers did in a creative writing class, and just so you have something to look at. So other than that, I can't remember what we talked about. It was kind of a long meeting, but please feel free to Skype with me anytime. Give me a call at the VA, shoot me an email, talk to me on Edmodo. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. But for now, read the syllabus, get your topic proposal in Friday, get a signature on the syllabus by yourself and a parent. If you can't bring it in physically, get a picture of it and send it to me on Edmodo. Or you can even text it to me if you have no other way of getting it to me. Let me know and I'll get you my phone number. So that's all I want you guys to do. So for sure, I know that Trey, Joel, and William weren't at the meeting, so I need you to kind of focus on those. And then Ethan, I wasn't sure if you're in the class or not. Please let me know if you are, and we'll get going. And this is going to be really exciting, and I'm pretty pumped up, and I hope you are too. So let me know if you have any questions after you look through everything, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. I'm here at the VA Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Give me a call here if you need anything, or Skype or email or whatever. And this is going to be a really fun class, so I'm really excited. And that's about it for now. So hopefully we'll hear from you guys soon. Thanks.